Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking into the new moon lunar cycle messages. What does our higher self want us to know at this time? What could be possibly happening, coming into our lives, advice, what have you. Let's see what that will be, starting with the new moon in a few days and going into, the whole entire next cycle there. So we have three groups here. We have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Go ahead and pause the video, take a little time to figure out which group is calling to you the most. And I'm gonna go ahead and flow with this.
Would you like a taste of the perfect autumn spice? Then join us at the gathering and pick up a copy of Hunting the Empress today.
Okay, so those of you who chose the Pyrite group, let's take a look and see what lunar cycle message. Oh my goodness, look at this. We have Brave, we have Full Moon, and this is card 6. So just from seeing the number 6 there, I feel that you are moving into, as you're moving into this new moon cycle, I'm going to say you're going to be getting more brave just in general, but definitely more brave with your beauty, looking into trying new things, getting a new look, getting a new hairstyle, whatever. You're going to be zhuzhing yourself up a little bit at this time, and you're going to be trying something you have never tried before. And it's going to because you've been inhibited, to try and give it a go, because maybe it's what you've always wanted to do, or it's like an outfit you've always wanted to wear, or, there's something like you wanted to do to beautify your appearance. And you've been wanting to do this for a very long time, but you've kind of been, and I'm just going to say it, chicken to do it. But this is your cue to say, hey, I'm brave. I can do this. What the hell am I waiting for? So, and I get the sense that this whole, starting with the new moon all the way up until the full moon, you are going to be really working on this. And you're going to see the fruits of your labor and the culmination of, the changes that occur by the full moon of the next full moon cycle. So what do we have here? Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. Can you see that? Here, I'm going to move these guys over here. We literally have the 5 of Cups. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Oh my God. We have the Death card. How appropriate. Scorpio, season is just about upon us here. And we have the Scorpio card. So there's definitely a transformation occurring here. And then we have the Star card, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, this opportunity to do this and to zhuzh things up is definitely going to bring about great changes in your life. And it's going to... The Star card is an amazing card to have, you guys, just straight up, okay? Through this transformation, it's like you're leaving the past behind a little bit emotionally. This isn't the 8 of Cups, but it's the 5 of Cups. It's crying over spilt milk and shit. It's you're done doing that. You're regretting that you've never tried what you want to try. Maybe you guys are going to for somebody here, and this is very specific, getting that tattoo that you've always wanted to get. And it's really pretty. It's very detailed. So it's going to cost a little bit, and it's going to take a long time to do, but you're fuck it. I just want to do it. And you're going to go for it. Some of you, it is totally changing your rebranding the shit out of yourself. So it could be something as simple as getting a haircut, or it could be all the way up to okay, I want to have a cosmetic surgery procedure done, or something like this. It's going to go the gamut here, depending on who's watching this. Okay. But I'm seeing that it's going to literally put you in the spot. It can bring you a little bit of notoriety and fame, because this change, this rebranding basically, or just like for the people who are getting the tattoo, it's like the person who's going to be doing it, like it comes out so damn good that like literally you could be in like tattoo magazines or something, or they ask you to like model for them or pose for this tattoo or something, and then it's like all over the internet or something, and people are just like, oh my god, it looks so fucking good. For some of you, it's just like rebranding yourself, and it will actually create major success. I'm getting total chills right now saying this, you guys. Holy crap. It's going to really push you into the spotlight, and bring about, like I said, some kind of fame or notoriety. And for those of you who have been struggling, like if you're trying to start something or a business or anything like this, this is showing that it's going to require rebranding in order to really take off. I mean, look at her. She is glammy, you know, and she's floating on air within the stars, like all around her. Maybe even for somebody here, the color blue could be like a total power color. Maybe it's a part of your new logo, something like this. Maybe it even includes stars or something in the title or something along these lines. But it's going to bring about like people like making offers. They want to collaborate with you. This is where, you know, because we have the Three of Pentacles, there's a collaboration process here, and working with others. This is also saying for everybody who's watching this, that in order to really be successful, you're going to have to learn to work with others and collaborate. You can't be dwelling on the past. You can't be thinking, you know, like, oh, I wish I did this or I wish I did that, or like boo-hooing because something didn't go right for you in the past, because you have all these other opportunities that are right there for the taking. If you would just stop bitching and bemoaning like the stuff about the past, leave it there. Okay. There's nothing you can do about it. It's done. Okay. The only way is up now, and like literally putting yourself out there and rebranding. And it's going to require some bravery at that. Okay. So, oopsie. So speaking of bravery, oh, that was my glasses. Let's take a look at the message there with bravery. Okay. Brave. So for this one, muster up your courage and face your fears. You have the support that will help you succeed in your task. Fearless and confidence. Yes, confidence all the way. You got to be confident. That is part of the rebranding process. Being confident, not a bitch, not cocky, you know, not a snob. Okay, this is confidence, because when people have classy confidence, it's like, oh my God, it's so attractive. I mean, raise your hand if you're one of those kind of people who thinks that's super hot and sexy. When somebody is just like, just straight up so confident, and they're like super like gracious and kind and stuff like this. And it's just like, you want to fucking be around them, because they make you, a confident person doesn't make you feel like you're less than or weaker, or that, oh, you can't do it too, or anything. In fact, confident people are so assured of themselves that they are very, actually incredibly encouraging. And just being around them, they are like your biggest cheerleader and stuff. They're fucking fabulous. So to be around people who are confident like that is a beautiful thing. And this is literally screaming and pointing the finger at you guys that this is what you need to bring out in yourself. Okay. And be brave to do this and realize that, okay. And I just want to say this, and as somebody who's been doing tarot now and been on in social media on YouTube for like almost fucking 10 years, now, whenever you go in the public and whenever you're dealing with other people, you're going to come across assholes. Okay. Straight up. It just comes with the territory. It doesn't matter what you do either. Okay, there's going to be these dickwads who try to shit all over you and put you down and be fucking rude. And they're just mean and nasty. And it's because they have issues, and like many issues, usually. And they feel that they recognize that power in you, and they feel that, you know, they feel like that they want that so bad, as well, to be able to bring that out. Like they see, and they get green with envy basically over seeing, you know, that you have this emotional intelligence, or, you know, specific talent or kindness or whatever. or you're like very confident, or, you just don't put up with bullshit. And they see that that's what they desire deep down and they really want. And they're jealous because you have it and you have the balls to show it. So they feel inferior in their own mind or insecure. So they have to lash out and attack. Okay. It's all fucking psychological. And it's very sad. Because that they're not a happy person and they're never going to be until they realize and take accountability and responsibility for their actions. So you guys could be dealing with that. And just know this when it comes out there, but you know what? Don't fucking sweat it. For every a-hole out there, you're going to have 10 or 1,000 people who love you and they will be supportive of you and they will see who you are, and they're not going to try to like put some, project some kind of other image onto you or something like this, like the toxic people do. So, and for somebody here, you guys could have a specific placement, especially with Neptune, and where people want to, especially if you have Neptune on one of the angles. Now think about what all the angles represent. And, in that area in particular of life, people are going to want to project fucking, fantasies or some erroneous, like grand poobah kind of image, whether that's bad or good, onto you. And it won't be real. You know what I mean? And they don't know you. They don't understand you. But they just want to live in this little fantasy land and try to make you out to be a villain or some Christ-like figure. And it's like they're not seeing like you as an individual, you know what I mean, like who you really are. And but at the same token, I see that for this group, the people who love you are going to love you so much because of your authenticity and your confidence and your beauty. So that's fucking awesome. And I get the sense that there's a real sense of power around you because we're dealing with Scorpio energy. And it's definitely shown. Now, I have to mention this. Okay. We have Scorpio and we have Aquarius. Both of these are fixed energies, right? But also we have the modern ruler of Scorpio rolling for the next, 20 some years through Aquarius. So if you are an Aquarius rising, I'm telling you, your life is never going to be the same after the end of this Pluto transit. Because, this is what literally I am an Aquarius rising. It completely freaking, you are in a position of great power right now. And know this, it's not often. I'm actually curious if you guys have if anybody here is a Capricorn rising, please let me know, because I'm curious as to how that worked out for you when Pluto was rolling through your ascendant, because it's always big shit and big change for people when Pluto goes through the ascendant. And it is a very rare thing indeed. Not everybody here will ever have Pluto going across the ascendant. It is only a select few of individuals who will experience this in their lifetime because of how long Pluto takes to transit. So only so many people, so many groups of people within like specific, like maybe 4 or 5 ascendant like signs will see this going through their ascendant. And it brings big changes. And it also puts you into positions of great power. And, but it also tears down things, but it's not like Mars that cuts. It's something that is just like, and it's not necessarily always something fast. It's slow, because Pluto is slow and very meticulous. And, so work with this energy. Don't fear it. And if you feel the urge to change something or transform something, especially the way you look, you should, because that's what you're supposed to do right now. Change careers, change who you are, change. I can already feel it. You guys, I don't even my speech patterns are even different now. It's very heavy duty. And, I'm a big fan of Pluto and, Adonius, aka Hades anyway. So it's like, he's cool with me. So, but we have definite collaboration. Now I'm going to read the full moon message here to see what we have to say. And don't forget, the number 6 is always associated with beauty. And for this, it's luck, dynamism, and emotions. Okay? Such a bright and happy card, which foretells great fortune and dreams coming true. When the full moon shines on you and your life, you can expect a run of good luck, happy events, and positive outcomes. As the moon reaches its peak, so its influence can bring about a sudden rush of activity in situations that have been stagnant. This card indicates that a time of dynamic movement is about to unfold in your life. It could bring about big changes or a sense of settling down. It indicates that magic is in the air and all around you. So now is a great time to cast spells for what you need. The energies of this card can also suggest a time of craziness when life gets a bit manic before calming down again. If this is at play right now, know that it is a brief period and will soon pass. Take extra care of yourself and your loved ones until the full moon madness passes, as it can be a very emotional time. For the most part, though, this is a wonderful card full of positive energies and good vibes, bringing bright blessings your way, so enjoy it while it lasts. There you go, guys. Remember, we got to leave this crap behind, okay? You have so many things going for you, so much potential. I mean, like, you have fucking star quality, baby. And you need to definitely work with this, and it's going to require other people to work with in order to get you where you want to go. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter what you fucking do in life, guys. Okay, it does not matter. You need other people to succeed. Whether, even if you have like, but I work for myself, I'm a lone, wolf, so what? You still have to have customers. You still have to have a boss. You still have, like, if you're a contractor, independent contractor, you have to have somebody to work for in order to get the contract, right? It takes people. You can't be afraid to put yourself out there in order to get what you achieve. And I'm sorry, you must pay your dues, in order to get where you want to go. A lot of people don't like hearing that, but that's just tough shit. That's life. You have got to put the work in. If you, now, what does that mean? Does it mean that you have to like completely freaking slave for the rest of your life or something? No. In fact, for this group, what's the key here, I think, for you is to work smarter, okay? Not necessarily always harder. For a while, though, there's going to be periods where you're going to be busting your balls. You're going to be freaking working your ass off. You're going to be so tired. Like yesterday, I was like, Jesus. From sun up to sundown, man, I was just nonstop working. And that's what it takes, though, to get things off the ground. And then once they get going, you can, if your brain, like starts to get on overload, it's like you need to delegate authority, and you also have to be very smart about who you delegate authority to. Okay. Be very cautious with that. And make sure that if you are going to hire people in the future, that they are a good match for your brand. Okay. Or your business, because I've seen some people recently, because I've been interacting with businesses a lot more, where they are not paying real fucking close attention to what their employees are. And that's not good, because if they want to keep their business, they better start being more proactive. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, guys. All right. So that's what I'm seeing for this group. Very interesting stuff. If you would like to see more readings like this one, you can head over to my Patreon. The link to that is in the drop-down box below. I also do personal readings over there as well. And you can head over to my website and go take a peek and see what's there and check it out. It's not necessarily tarot related, but if you like this kind of stuff, you'll like that. So anyways, I will check you later. Take care.
Would you like a taste of the perfect autumn spice? Then join us at the gathering and pick up a copy of Hunting the Empress today.
For those of you who selected this delicious, juicy orange calcite, God, I love this thing. This is going to be your reading. Let's see what this lunar cycle is going to bring about. Oh, we have mask. We have moon dreaming. We have, oh boy, we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Hangman. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the Sun. Look at that, you guys. Look at all this orange. It's so weird because you guys picked this too. Look at all the orange. Lots of fiery, like, colors, even the fireplace behind the Queen of Pentacles here. Lots of freaking like sacral and solar plexus energy, you guys. But then there's some root, but definitely that. Okay, so straight up what I'm seeing here. Okay, guys, time to drop the act. With the Seven of Wands here, I see that this is like you're always on the defensive. Like maybe there is, like in the past, you've been quite like in attack mode all the time. And you're always like afraid somebody's going to attack you because maybe you had a bad traumatic experience where people could have bullied you or something like this. But you have to understand not everybody's an asshole. If you keep attracting the same energies, though, that's a big sign that you're doing something wrong here and that you need to ask yourself why. Okay? Because always being on the defense is really not good for your mental health or your physical health because it wrecks your tummy. Hence the reason why we have all this orange and yellow. Maybe, you need to take a chill pill and re-examine your surroundings, re-examine who you are, why you do the things you do, and see the world through a new set of eyes. Okay, drop the act of like always being like all and like attacking people. Maybe you've been like, or you've been like really like absorbing a lot of attack energy through social media, doom scrolling, any of that kind of crap. It's time to call it quits with that shit. Okay, there's a need to get grounded and balanced because if you're trying to succeed, if you're trying to, I get the sense this group really wants to reach some success and you have like some really amazing like future goals and dreams that you want to achieve. But in order to do that, you can't be argumentative and like always being on the defensive and not accepting criticism for your work. You need to listen to what people have to say and like value it. And when I say that, I mean, there's a difference between criticism and constructive criticism, okay? Listen to the people who give constructive criticism because they're giving it to you because they see the talent and the beauty in you and they want to bring it out. They want you to be successful. They want you to do good. And so they're genuinely kind and they're trying to help you out. Okay, when somebody gives constructive criticism, they are giving you solutions to the problems that they see. And people who are just giving criticism, they say really cruel shit and they give no solution and they're just fucking dicks. Okay, just straight up. For what I do, besides tarot, it's like there's a whole lot of people out there who are extremely critical and they are not helpful. Okay, so the ones that you do come across for what I do, and I have just recently come across one. It was so awesome. What a serendipitous event. And the advice and the things that he was telling me and my husband were fabulous and very, very helpful. And I'm so freaking glad we came in contact with this person. And, there are people like that around you guys that you can seek out advice from, who you can trust, who will definitely be more supportive to what you're trying to achieve. And I feel like this is definitely having to do with career because we have the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles, when she's working in her light, she is fucking amazing. She's a supporter of the arts. She's generous. She's kind. She's fucking like a really cool queen. And she's like down to earth and so supportive and she's caring, like that's what you need to strive for. This is the MO for what you want in order to succeed here. There is the Mask card here. Now let's take a peek at this, okay? I'm very curious about this. And it's like, I feel like you deep down inside, you have this fucking strong, the reason why you're so is because it frustrates you because you see the stupidity out there. And there's lots. And the frustration, or maybe people are being cruel, but then in turn it pisses you off and makes you kind of cruel sometimes too. But it's like, you need to dial it back and approach it from a different freaking way and be more like the Queen of Pentacles when you're trying to get your point across. Believe me, people will listen to you and they will love you. I see too many people, especially immature people, on social media and stuff. They like just start shooting their mouth off and they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about most of the time. And They are just in attack mode, and nobody likes that. If you're trying to defend something and stand up for, especially the rights of other people or something like that, then you need to approach it from a place of love and not a place of hate. Because we have enough a-hole energy out there as it is. And I get the sense, and I have been feeling this and picking up on it, is that there's a lot of people who are tired of it. We're exhausted. Okay, enough is enough already. Just cut the shit. Quit trying to cancel everybody and be all angry and pissed off all the time. It's not doing anybody a service, least of all you. You know, you're going to fucking wreck your insides. You're going to start having more stomach problems, more ulcers, things like this. There's nothing you can do about somebody else. The first and foremost thing, the only thing you can control in this world is yourself. And how you interact and how you react. Now, if you really are passionate about a cause, coming at it from a place of love and, you know, being very articulate with what you're trying to say and think before you speak and have emotional intelligence when doing it is going to get you very far. But if you are a raging lunatic cunt, then nobody's going to want to listen to you. Okay, and I get it, believe me, like being pissed off, it's like there's a lot of things to be pissed off about. But how many of those things can you actually control? Is it really worth it? Or are you just bitching to hear yourself bitch? You know, that's like what I feel. Somebody needs to hear this message, definitely. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you guys could be dealing with somebody who's like this. Okay, it doesn't necessarily always have to be you. It could be somebody else that you are dealing with. But this is like, you need to preach to them a little bit about, hey, you need to change your tone and the way that you're approaching the public. And believe me, it matters. Okay, 100%. You do this and you start coming at things from a different angle and not at this like attack mode angle. And you like, if you're going to defend something, you want to do it classy. Because believe me, you're going to get fans if you do that, and people are going to want to work with you and they're going to want to listen to you because you understand what successful people do. Successful people look at an obstacle and they go, okay, how can we fix this? How can we work around it? What can we do to optimize this? How can we work around this? They don't flip out, start calling names, pointing fingers, blaming everyone in the world for their shit. They own it, take responsibility for it and say, yeah, I might have fucked up here or whatever. I'm going to fix it. Let's work with this. How can I resolve this issue? Having people skills is incredibly important for this group as you move forward in being successful. For those of you who are working on this already, this is definitely your sign that you're on the right track. Most definitely. So with mask, let's take a look at mask here. Hiding from the world, pretending to be something you aren't. And in this case, I feel like you're pretending to be something you aren't, but really you're like this Queen of Pentacles energy and not this freaking spazoid freaking freak who's like always like on the defensive, So it also says an inauthentic state of being. Time to drop the mask and reveal your true self. I think maybe you could be hanging out with people who like feel that they have to attack and like put people down or like, are always on like, let's be critical and let's go after this person because I'm jealous, and I don't think you're that way. I think it's more like you're this and you want to solve problems. You want to get to the freaking issue at hand because you're a little bit more humanitarian than the people you're hanging around with or something. And it's time to let that fucking shit go. Really look at your situation here. How can you fix it? Because when you do, and you come from that authentic point of view and be your true self and not try to pretend, you're something you're not, this is when success comes your way. Okay. And I feel like you guys have big dreams and goals and aspirations, but if you're hanging out with people who bring you down, that's not going to get you where you want to go. It really is important who you associate with. I'm serious. Okay. So keywords are intuition, dreams, and visions. The moon is well-known conduit for visions and intuitive dreaming among psychics and seers. Many people find that they experience more vivid dreams around the time of the waxing to full moon, particularly if the moonlight shines into their bedroom. Some people like to leave their blinds open so that the moonlight can spill in and enchant their dreams from afar, while others use sleep pillows filled with sacred herbs to gently nod off into a realm of psychic dreaming. Therefore, when the moon dreaming card comes up, it is acting as a prompt to alert you to take more notice of your dreams because a special psychic message is about to come through. Spraying your pillow with a solution of lavender and mugwort essential oils, mixed with water can help facilitate these dreams. Also, be on the watch for signs, symbols, and messages in your daily life too, as these psychic messages will come to you in more mundane ways as well as through your dreams. Use a dream diary to make a note of your dreams and be aware that the universe has a message for you, which is likely to come via your nighttime visions. So I'm going to tell you what I do, guys, with this. It's like I dream journal, and I've been doing it for 25 years. It's what, like, literally I base like my book on. And besides that, personal experiences and things that I've seen or witnessed in my lifetime. But with the dream journaling, I always, when I'm journaling, I put the date that, what it is, and then I will put what phase the moon is in, and then what zodiac sign it's in. And then I pay attention to this and see when I get the most vivid dreams, under what sign, what is the phase of the moon, and stuff like this. Usually for me, like around the time of the full moon, I am restless when I'm trying to sleep, and it's like I feel too much amped energy a lot of the time. So usually when the moon is more chill, like in the dark or the new moon phases, I can sleep better. Go figure. But it's different for everybody. So you might want to like track that and pay attention. And seriously, if you've been tracking your dreams as long as I have, you will find that over time, you will have dreams that actually come to pass. And everybody has this ability if they pay attention to it. Some people just have to work harder at it than others. But dreams are my thing, you guys. And, this is very dreamy energy here with this Neptunian energy right here. So this is like literally saying, hey, yeah, you should definitely be working more with dreams, paying attention to the messages you receive there, and, understand your own dream symbology. Please don't follow necessary. It's okay. It's fun to look at like dream journal, like dream interpretation and stuff. It's fun to do that. But you really have to develop your own dream language and understand, like, because sometimes like objects that people will be like associate with like horror or scary or something, for other people will be like a good luck thing. Like, cause that's how it, like, you have to pay attention to how you feel in the dream instead of, necessarily the symbology. You have to learn your own dream speak, because you are definitely being communicated to, and you do go to different realms while you sleep. So pay attention to that for you guys for sure. And be careful with this, always trying to like be on the defensive and stuff. Drop the act, drop the mask, because you're going to give yourself health issues if you continue this. It's not good for you. And that's why all this orange and yellow is showing up. It's like this, the whole torso portion of your tummy and your sex organs and all this down there. It's definitely going to affect that after a period of time. So be careful, okay? All right, guys. So that's it. That's all I'm seeing for this group. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out more readings like this, you can head over to my Patreon. The link to that is in the drop-down box below. If you're more interested in learning about dreaming and dream journaling and stuff, I actually have a video about this. You can check it out through my website. It's in the blog, which is in the drop-down box below. Or you could just head over to the YouTube channel button that's on there, and it's there. So, yeah, that's all I have for this group. Thank you for being with me, and I'll catch you next time.
Would you like a taste of the perfect autumn spice? Then join us at the gathering and pick up a copy of Hunting the Empress today.
Okay, for those of you who selected the last group here with the Moonstone, appropriate for these cards, isn't it? This is going to be what you need to hear for this next lunar cycle. What do we need to focus on? We have the signs and symbols. We have Dreamweaver. That reminds me of the song. Oh, dream weaver. There you go. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh, my God, you guys. We have the Chariot. Okay, we have Cancer energy. Are you ready for it? We also have the Lover's card with Gemini energy here. We have Virgo energy here with the Hermit card. And then we have Aries energy here with the Emperor. You guys, this cycle is big time for someone here, for damn sure. My God, this is major changes ahead. We're moving up. We're moving on out. We are just going for it seems. There's definitely a partnership coming in here with a deep bond and soul connection. And I get the sense that this person, like how the vibe and the feelings I'm getting here are very, very intense, incredibly emotional and loving, and down to earth, chill. There's like a witchy vibe here that I'm feeling. But also this is a person of power. This is a mature individual who is, definitely no slouch. They've got their shit together and they rule their roost. There is going to be a lot of signs and symbols, synchronicities leading up to this particular event. You guys are at a crossroads now. And you're standing at the threshold of the crossroad, and which way are you going to go with it? Okay. And I see that normally it's like with the Hermit card, it's like, oh, you're going on a spiritual sojourn by yourself. You're going into hermit mode. It could talk about like meditation, time spent alone and things like this. But then you have Aries energy here, which is definitely all about blah kind of energy. It's Mars ruled, so it's very powerful, potent, it's action, baby. This is cardinal energy, okay? We have cardinal energy big time here, and then we have mutable energy. So, yeah, guys, seriously, it's time to get shit done and go with the flow with this. Don't hold back is what I'm feeling. But look at all the zodiac signs here too. Why do I feel like a lot of people pick this group? But this is like your dreams are coming true in regards to this partnership. It's like you manifested this person. And it's like I get the sense that you guys are going to be going on a lot of adventures together. And it's like you're going to learn a lot about yourself. This is not just a fun, passionate fling. This is like a deep down, dank, like spiritual journey you're on with this person. And I think watch out for the signs and symbols and messages you receive while in deep contemplation and meditation. Because, that's definitely like hermit kind of energy here. Like, and when I say witchy vibe, the sixth house and, this kind of Virgo energy is often associated with that earthy kind of witchy kind of vibe and energy, healer type energy and stuff like this as well. So, I want to say you conjured them up. That's like what wants to come out of my mouth when I say this. But it is like love, like big time. It's very potent. You guys could be being watched. I feel like this is one of these kind of things where you never saw it coming. And when it happens, like, I bet you, and I'm getting this vibe right now that somebody's watching this going, yeah, right, and being all snide. Well, you're the one who's going to be eating your own words because it's like right when people think nothing's going to, and they just start stop harping on it and they forget about it. That's when it usually happens. I speak from experience and multiple times in my life where it's like, I didn't give a shit about that, like being in a relationship. And I was just going about doing my business and having a good time, just being free and being myself. And that is smack dab when I, ran into someone who upheaved my life, and like fall in love with or whatever. It's definitely what happened with my husband. So, yeah, you guys need to not be negative because it happens. Love happens and it's coming. It's like, that's just what I feel. You guys have to pay attention to the signs and symbols. And what I'm seeing in this image right here is very interesting because there is flying fish and a blue whale. Or is that a sperm whale? No, that's a blue whale. Yeah. Or is it a humpback whale? Maybe humpback. Yeah. Okay. Anybody? Class? Anybody? Tell me what whale that is. Blue whales are a little bit more, I think, sleek like this. Humpback whale. Yeah. I haven't seen one in a long time. So, and I have seen them in the wild. So, anyway, so, all right, we're going to take a look at the Dreamweaver right now. Sorry. I'm like in woo mode right now, hardcore. Okay, Dreamweaver. Goal setting, action, and effort. Those are the key words with this. Yeah, you think? Hello? You know, these two energies don't fuck around when it comes to getting shit done, okay? And straight up Cancer can be that way too when they're not in a mood, you know? Virgo is very nitpicky and slow and steady and, you know, whatever when it comes to this. But this is definitely the kind of energy where this is a go-getter. Cancer degrees often can be also associated with wealth. So keep that in mind. You know, this is 6th house. This is the 4th house. This is the 3rd. And this is the 1st. Think of all this, like what those houses are associated with. So with Dreamweaver is reminding you to determine your own path through life because to a large extent, your destiny is in your hands. This card is the antithesis of drifting through life, expecting everything to just come to you, growing increasingly resentful towards those who go out and make things happen for themselves. Yep. What was I saying? I was like picking up on this energy of this, you know, it's like, don't be that way. Okay. Like straight up. It's like, where did that come from? And then there it is. It's like, growing increasingly resentful towards those who go out and make things happen for themselves. And with this energy shown here, yeah, that's how it happens. You want love in your life? You want to have this amazing freaking success and stuff? Then you have to go out and make it for yourself. Nobody's just going to hand it for you. That's called entitlement when people think that way. And that is not what this is about. This is about being your own boss, being a boss bitch, but not a bitch, but like boss, like you're owning your shit, you know? And you take responsibility for yourself 100%. Dreamweaver is telling you to take charge of your destiny by setting a few goals and working steadily towards them. Don't be one of those people who constantly complain that they can't catch a break or get a foot in the door of their dream job. Don't sit back and wait for someone else to open a few doors for you or give you a leg up. Exactly. Do those things for yourself. You are your own leg up. You can open your own doors to success. However, you must be prepared to put in the work. The universe works with you, not for you. It will only match your own level of effort. So if you don't put the effort in, you won't reap any rewards. This card reminds you not to keep playing the victim, but to take on the role of manifester. Determine what you want, then take determined steps towards having it. Fuck yeah, this card's awesome. Set your goals, work towards achieving them every day, then set new goals and begin the cycle again. The Dreamweaver card is here to tell you that there are no limits to what you can achieve if you set the intention and put the work in. The world can be divided into those who live out their dreams and those who don't. The difference is those who do are active participants in their lives, while those who don't remain passive. Take positive action today towards one of your wildest dreams. Create and live a life you truly love, one wherein you feel blessed every single day. Weave your dreams into the fabric of reality. Okay, so on my Patreon, I posted about this very topic. Holy shit. Yes, I love this. It's like I got chills all over my body reading it. There is a video over on my Patreon, and it's all about the magic word. How many? Raise your hand if you know what that is, because that is something you need for this group. And you have the potential here to do amazing, great things, but you have to take accountability. You have to take responsibility. Nobody is just going to hand you it. You have to go out and get it. And that's the truth to anything. Nobody wants to hear it because they want to be lazy and they want everybody else to do it for them. You know, they want to play the victim all the time and all this crap. You know what? That's not success. And that's not a success mindset. And if you're trying to be successful, whether it's in relationships, your job, life in general, you've got to take accountability and, and accept the state that you're in, and then fucking fix the things that need to be fixed. And everybody has room for improvement. Okay? Seriously. Like, we all can improve. There are things that we need to fix. Dude, I can think of like 10 things right now that I can fix for myself, that I am working on it. I just don't sit there on my ass and boo-hoo and complain about it. I do something about it. Too many people complain and bitch and whine, and they don't do anything about it. Well, I think the internet is proof that there's too many of those people out there. Okay, let's change the narrative here and go for gold, because guess what? This group can get it if they really want it. Okay, now with the signs and symbols, like, come on, this is the fucking emperor, you guys. Shit. The emperor is the ruler of all the fucking kings and the court cards and shit inside the tarot deck, along with his empress. So, yeah. I mean, that's a limo, guys. That's a chauffeur. This is what you guys could have one day if you wanted it. Just how bad do you want it? Okay? And I see there's a partnership here, and this partnership you're attracting is going to help you. Like, you guys are power couple vibes. Like, that's what it is. It's like you guys, you're unstoppable. That is your title as a couple, unstoppable. Like, you together, you can accomplish anything, and you will do great things together. So signs and symbols, the answer you seek is being shown to you. Hello? Pay attention to the feelings, images, whispers, and repeating numbers around you. My goodness. Repeating numbers. 7, 6, 9, 4, 4, 9. 4, again, if you reduce this in numerology. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like numerology style. So yeah. Oh my God. This is fucking crazy. So pay attention. 4 is a number of stability, depending on what culture, and it also can involve death. But think about it. A metaphorical death of the old to bring in something new. That's just life cycle, baby. And there's definitely, you are standing at the crossroads. He's like, okay, bitch, are you going to go or not? I'm waiting for you. Are you going to come along for the ride? Because your lover is waiting for you. What are you waiting for? Now, get your fine ass over here in the car, and I'm going to take you straight to them. Let's do this shit. This is what your guides they're trying to show you the way. Pay attention. Pay attention to things that you pick up in meditative states, as well as while you're dreaming. Pay attention to the messages there, and really own your shit. Stand in your own sovereignty. Okay. Be magnanimous. Be kind. Be emotionally intelligent while you're at it too. Okay. And use critical thinking skills always. You guys could really kick some ass. That's what I'm saying here. This is no slouchy kind of energy. It's very, very powerful. And I get the sense by, you're going to really start to feel it by the next full moon. So we just had the full moon yesterday. And so we are in the waning phase now. So by the time that we have the next full moon, you're going to start to really see things happen. I wouldn't be surprised between now and then if you're getting a little bit more signs and symbols as to which direction you need to go even. For some of you also, this is like a rando thing, but you guys could be getting a new car too. Just saying. Somebody here could. Okay? But the love energy here. This is like some serious, powerful energy that I'm seeing when it comes to that. This is not somebody, this is like one in a million, one in a lifetime, once in a lifetime kind of situation. So when it presents itself to you, don't be a fool about it, and be smart, and you will be onto something. You're going to be entering into a phase of greatness in your life for sure. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's all I'm seeing here for this group. please make sure to like and subscribe. You can get more readings like this over on my Patreon. The link to that is in the drop down box below. And so is my website. Go over there and check that out as well. There should be some interesting things on there for you guys as well. Okay, so thank you, and I will catch you next time.